Welcome back. In this session, we'll try to discuss the different services and their port numbers. So, in the Internet Protocol suite, that is TCP IP protocol suite, and we call this Internet Protocol suite also sometimes, is a framework for organizing the set of communication protocols used in the internet and the similar computer networks according to the functional criteria. So the fundamental protocol in this suite are the TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, and the UDP, that User Datagram Protocol. So, and the Internet Protocol, that is IP. So early version of this networking model were known as your DoD, that is Department of Defense model, or OSI model also. So this Internet Protocol should provides end-to-end data communication, specifying how data should be packetized, addressed, transmitted, routed, and received. So this functionality is organized into four abstraction layer, so which classify all related protocols according to each protocol's scope of networking. So as implementation of the layers for a particular application forms a protocol stack. So the technical standard underlying the Internet Protocol suite and its constituent protocols are maintained by the Internet Engineering Task Force. I'm not going in details about that one, but our main interest here is to learn what are the different services and port numbers are there that we'll try to discuss. Okay, the first one is we you can find the first service is, I mean, in TCP IP suite, the first one is your application layer service. So in this application layer service, you can find the different services which are known as your domain name system, file transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, secure cell protocol, teletype network, that is telnet, dynamic host configuration protocol, your simple mail transfer protocol, simple network management protocol, transport layer security and secure socket layer protocols, border gateway protocols, and so on. So it go on. So I don't want to go and name all that, but very few protocols which are useful for our port scanning is one is domain name system, DNS, and the file transfer protocols, and to attacking the target through your browser, you can use the HTTP and HTTPS, and to connect the for remote connection purpose we use the SSH and your telnet, and to connecting with the simple mail transfer for the phishing attack purpose, use these protocols. So remaining protocols are there. I don't want to get into details of that one, but just application layer services are these are the application layer services, which most of the pen testers, they look into these services first, whether these services are running or not running on the target system, right? Then once they find that these systems are running or not running, means it is identified by their port numbers. We'll shortly discuss about these, what are the port numbers assigned to these application layer services. So the next layer in TCP IP suite or Internet Protocol suite is your transport layer. And transport layer, as we said, it uses the connection oriented protocol for establishing the connection, and connectionless protocol for establishing the connection between two devices, like in our case, between the target and the attacker, pen tester. So first one is the transmission control protocol, TCP. Second one is the UDP, user datagram protocol, and you can find the datagram congestion control protocol, and stream control transmission protocol, and source reservation, the protocols. But another one is the internet layer protocol, the third layer of your TCP/IP or internet protocol suite is internet layer. So it is very well known protocol service is your internet protocol or the IP address, and to communicate, to check whether the system is live or not, whether it is reachable or not, it sends the echo packets. That echo packets, sometimes we call it as your internet control message packets, ICMP. And so these are two main important the protocols for any pen testers to go through the scanning phase. The first one is we need to identify a list of IP addresses. Using that IP addresses, we try to send the echo packets, that ICMP control message packets, to check whether the target is reachable or not reachable. So then some other protocols are also there: neighbor discovery protocols and explicit congestion notification protocol, internet group management protocols, and your internet protocol security. That we are not much interested in that one now. And the next last layer, that is the lower layer of your the internet protocol suite, is your link layer. In the link layer, the very interesting services which we can find is medium access control, or MAC addresses, we say physical address, MAC address, and logical link control protocols are there. That is for your generating the frames by following the bit stuffing method, character stuffing method, and other methods. So we are not interested in that. But the address, the medium access control protocol and address resolution protocol are very important for any port scanners. So these are the services, but most of the port scanners, they are not interested in all these services provided by this internet protocol suite from various layers, right? But for as a pen tester, you can check it out. There are 65,535 ports are there, which can provide different services. But it is very hard for any pen testers or the hackers, okay, to scan all these ports and then find out the vulnerabilities. But here we are going to address the very few or limited port numbers which are most important for any pen testers, or the black box test or white box test or gray box tester. Okay, so one is these services, like whether the pen tester able to transfer the data from their device to their system to the target system, and whether they are able to control the target or not, whether they are able to connect with the target, remotely connect with the target system or not, and whether they are able to access their mail service, whether they are able to find the information about the domain name systems or not. So these are, and once the target is suppose accessible, then is it possible to do some modifications in the database of their database servers. So these are some of the main important services and are there. So we'll try to disclose their port numbers. So the port numbers 20 is used for the file transfer protocol. We call this port number is assigned to file transfer protocol, which is used to transfer the data from your source to destination, or in this case we can say that from pen tester's device to your the target. Then port number 21 is used by this FTP only, for that the for FTP control purpose. There are means this port is specially used to control what you call some special kind of services, that FTP control we used to say. So in this FTP in the FTP control, you can find like suppose Apple and other devices, they use this FTP control protocols for their data transfer purpose. And another port number which is uh, you are having 22. So this 22 protocol, port number is assigned to a service secure cell to remotely connect with the target. 23 port number is used to provide the service like telnet service of your application layer services. These are telnet service, which is also used to connect with the target remotely. Then your 25 port number is used for SMTP, that is simple mail transfer protocol. And the 53 is used to identify the domain name system, this port number for DNS. 80 port number for HTTP service, the hypertext transfer protocol. You can remove connect to the target using browser. And another one is the range of your port numbers from 137 to 139 are used for your network basic input output system services. Or in our Reconian space, we have find that NS servers, name servers, right? So that name service servers that we try to find. And then another special port number 443 is assigned to which this port number provides a service of your hypertext transfer protocol securely. And you're having 445 port number is used for the server message block service purpose. And 1433 port number is used for Microsoft SQL Server. 3306 is used for MySQL Server. And port number 3389 used for the virtual network computing using your browser, that HTTP browser. uh, and sorry, the 3389 is used for your remote desktop protocols, and 5800 used for your VNC over browser, and 5900 port number is used for the virtual network computing with a remote frame buffer. So these are a few important port numbers which most of the pen testers are used, right? So this is something about the internet protocol suite services and the port numbers which are assigned to these services. So most of the pen testers, they try to check these port numbers, whether these port numbers are open or closed. So these 15, these are not limited, but most of the pen testers, they first go and scan the ports whether these ports are open or not by using your Nmap and your Nmap scripting language, right? So with this, I'd stop this session. In the next session, we'll try to discuss the network security infrastructure to understand that, and then we'll start doing scanning the port numbers. Thank you.